Oh my god, what's that smell? Something smells funky. Oh shit, that's me. Miss Girl, you stink! I don't know about you, but getting complimented for the way you smell has to be one of the greatest things that can ever happen to you. Every single time I get complimented for the way I smell, I literally be giggling about that compliment the entire day, because what do you mean? As a stranger, you thought I smell so good. So much so, you had to stop me and ask me what I was wearing. Like, wow, it just makes me feel so good and so pretty. People will always remember you for the way you smell. Or when someone says, I know Chelsea's around here, I can smell her. I literally remember being in high school, there was a girl in my class who stank so bad. The type of stench that you feel in your eyes. Every single time I'd see her approach me, I'd start holding my breath. I have the nose of a pregnant woman. I will literally smell everything from a mile away. I think it's to compensate for my poor eyesight. I might not be able to remember the girl's name from the top of my head, but I definitely remember how bad she stank. And it's even worse when you stink so bad that people are so uncomfortable around you that they have to sit you down like, Miss Girl. I never want anyone to refer to any of my girlies as that girl who stinks. So in this video, I'm gonna be telling you guys every single thing that I personally do to ensure that I stay smelling good all day in the summer. If it's during the winter and you don't want to take a shower, that's fine, because you're probably gonna be indoors battling your seasonal depression, so we actually can't smell you. But in the summer, we're all outside. No one is gonna want to hang out with you when you're all funky and stuff. It's natural for your body to have some sort of odor, especially when it's warm, because you're sweating. However, the things that you put inside your body is what dictates the way your sweat is going to smell like. You smelling good goes beyond wearing perfume. Actually, your perfume is only supposed to be the cherry on top. It should never be a substitute for you needing to take a shower or you using deodorant. You need to take care of yourself from the inside out to ensure that you smell good from within. So whenever you sweat, your sweat doesn't smell like a cat died under your armpits. Garbage in, garbage out. If you're eating garbage, you're gonna smell like garbage, Miss Girl. Try eating a bunch of garlic or onions and tell me if your sweat is not gonna be smelling like that. Even you, Miss Girl, will be smelling like fucking onions. First things first, drink your water. This is a 1 liter water bottle, and I personally ensure that I have 3 of this every single day. Drinking water is essential for you smelling good from the inside out. You staying hydrated means that your sweat and your pee are going to be less concentrated, which means they're gonna have less odor. Water also helps to reduce constipation, so you're not going to be all bloated and gassy with bad breath whenever you belch. Having a dry mouth leads to you having bad breath. Water also helps to moisturize the skin and flush out toxins. If you don't want to drink your water as it is, you can add so many things. You can spruce up your water. I like squeezing in some lemons or some limes, and lemons and limes are actually so good for you because they are alkaline foods, which means that they help to balance out the pH of your body. I also see all the girlies putting chlorophyll drops in their water. You can do that. I personally don't. Chlorophyll comes from eating dark green leafy vegetables. Vegetables like kale, spinach, those are natural sources of chlorophyll. You can literally just ensure that you add as much vegetables and fruits in your diet. Fiber is so essential for digestion. It literally acts as a broom for your colon. If you're constipated, girl, you're going to be gassy, you're a bad bitch. Some things should not be coming out of you. Make sure you're having your prebiotics and your probiotics. You can get probiotic supplements, or you could just go the natural route and go for fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, and they will help to ensure that your gut is healthy. Now let's get into the external. I personally like to think about body odor from head to toe. If you have an active lifestyle, you need to ensure that you're washing your hair at least every single week, including when you have 4C hair. I personally have 4C high porosity hair, and I still ensure that I wash my hair every single week. I do keep active. I always go for my hot girl walk every single day, and I do in between 10,000 to 15,000 steps every single day. Of course, as I'm doing that, I'm sweating, and I'm sweating everywhere, including my scalp, because your scalp is still skin. So imagine the sweat plus oils plus product buildup and all of that, girl, that place is gonna smell funky. And then next thing you know, people are hugging you and they're like, ooh, Because we can smell you, we can smell your scalp, we can smell your hair. It's pretty easy for me to wash my hair whenever I want because I am a wig girly, so my hair is normally just cornrowed, and if I want to wash my hair, I can really do it whenever I want to. And then once in a while, use diluted apple cider vinegar just to get rid of the scalp buildup, because that scalp buildup is gonna lead to dandruff and itchiness and a funky smell. For my wig girlies, you know how when you get your wig, it normally comes with that funky wig smell? Your wig could be looking all nice, laid and everything, but it still has that funky wig smell, which is taken away from how much better you could be smelling. Okay, now to your oral health. You need to be brushing your teeth at least twice a day. There is no arguing with that. I never grew up brushing my teeth twice a day, and every single time I think about that, I literally want to vomit, because what the actual fuck, the amount of bacteria that's in your mouth is fucking crazy. Because think about it, all the food that you're eating from breakfast to lunch to dinner, you may be snacked a few times here and there, you maybe had those sodas and alcohol, maybe you're a smoker or you vape, and then at the end of the day you go to bed without brushing your teeth, and then you have a further 8 hours of your mouth being closed. Girl, the amount of cavities and plaque that are building up on your teeth is actually crazy. I personally recommend using an electric toothbrush. The one that I use is this one from Oral-B. It's not like the other electric toothbrushes that just vibrate. It has a circular head and the whole thing spins, and it's so small that it's actually able to reach the places that your normal toothbrush wouldn't actually reach. There's a buildup of plaque in between your teeth, and that buildup is slowly going to erode your enamel and might expose the root, and then there's gum disease that can form. Like, there's so many things that are happening in your mouth and you don't even know. I know I'm diverting here, but I've had so many conversations with my mom about how important it is to actually take care of your teeth, because now that we are young, maybe might be able to get away with doing some of these things, but they're definitely gonna catch up with you with age. And as you're brushing your teeth, please remember to scrape your tongue. You cleaning your tongue with a toothbrush isn't as effective as you using a tongue scraper. First time I used a tongue scraper, I was like, oh my god, my tongue has never felt this clean. There's so much gunk that is sitting on your tongue, and your bad breath is actually coming from your tongue. And as you're using your tongue scraper, girl, please be gentle, because I almost ripped out my tongue a few times. Also, ensuring that you're flossing every single day. I personally have a very hard time flossing, even as I'm telling you guys this, because my teeth are very, very close together. I don't have any gaps in my teeth, and I'm grateful for that. Using normal floss is a bit difficult for me because I bleed all the time, because I literally have to go like it's a whole fight trying to get that thread in between my teeth. So I'm actually gonna get a water flosser so that I can use that to ensure that I'm getting in between my teeth. Take a spoonful of coconut oil and just swash it in your mouth for a few minutes. It helps so much with odor. It even helps with whitening your teeth. I personally have done oil pulling a few times. It's a bit uncomfortable. Like, the sensation is something I need to still get used to. I definitely noticed how much fresh my breath would feel. I know that it has so many benefits for you. Do as I say, not as I do, because I still need to get on my oil pulling game. From your mouth, now we're moving to the rest of the body. The way you smell starts from the shower, okay? Because you thinking that you can mask that bad smell with your Delina, we can actually smell your funkiness on top of your Delina, girl. You need to ensure that you're taking a shower every single day. I don't know why people argue about this on TikTok, but you need to be showering every day, girl. And whenever you're on your period, I would advise to shower twice a day. I'm currently in the middle of planning my updated shower routine, so I'm gonna give you guys that after this video. I need you to pay attention to all the nooks and crannies. You need to pay attention to the areas that fold. By that I mean your underarms, your underboob, your bikini line. If you have a fupa and it folds over, in between your toes, underneath any rolls that you have, the places that are easily neglected, but they do contribute to the way you smell, because certain parts of your body can have an odor if you don't take care of them. Ensure that you're cleaning behind your ears with soap, because there's going to be buildup of dirt and bacteria, and it's going to create an odor. If you do this and your finger smells funky, get it together. I literally remember being in boarding school. I was on the queue behind this girl, and she literally had a white cast behind her ears. It was so bad I almost lost my appetite, but I was in boarding school, so of course I had to eat. You need some form of fabric to help clean your body. Just using your hands is not enough. You can use exfoliating gloves or a silicone brush. Silicone brushes are actually much better than loofahs because they don't harbor as much bacteria. You can also use use the African net, you need to ensure that you're double cleansing your underarms when you're in the shower, especially if you're using an aluminium based deodorant, because it tends to leave some sort of film on your underarms. If you haven't scrubbed your underarms properly, you can literally still feel it's like there's something coating your underarms. I gently scrub my underarms for a minute on each side. Exfoliating and double cleansing your underarms is so good because it ensures that you get rid of product buildup. Doing this consistently will help to lighten your underarms. You also need to pay attention to your navel area. Make sure you gently clean the inside of your navel, because yes, there will be buildup of bacteria there, and that is an area that a lot of people do tend to forget. Your intimate areas, both front and back, do sweat as well, so you need to ensure that you're cleaning those areas properly. I personally like using the feminine wash from the Honey Pot. I use the blue one. The blue one is the sensitive foaming wash, and I've been using it for almost 2 years now. It's never caused me any issues. It's never thrown off my pH, nothing ever. I know that we're told we can just use plain water to wash our girl, but if I'm being honest, I personally like going the extra step and just using a feminine wash that I trust. So if you're already using a feminine wash that you love and you know doesn't give you any issues, I'd say stick to that. And disclaimer, this is not meant to go on the inside. Your girl cleans herself from the inside, so you don't need to be shoving things up there to clean her. I need you to hold your ear as I'm saying this. If you're having recurring yeast infections, recurring BV, recurring UTIs, you need to get rid of that man. There's a reason why you keep treating that infection and it keeps coming back. He hates you. If you're struggling with odor down there, I recommend using probiotics. The one that I use are from Caniston. I can't find them at the moment, but they're somewhere. And the only thing I don't like about them is they don't come with an applicator. You can typically use the probiotics whenever you feel that maybe your pH has been thrown off a little, so after your period or after sex. To ensure that your girl, your hoo-ha, stays fresh all day, use wet wipes whenever you go to the bathroom. And if your girl is very sensitive, I would recommend using water wipes. The only ingredient in there is just water, because just using toilet paper is really not enough, because both of the calls have an odor. Can we also agree as a people that thongs are not supposed to be worn all day? Thongs should only be worn when you know you're going to remove them. Get yourself some nice cotton underwears, breathable cotton underwears. And if you have to wear some other fabric, then ensure the part that your hoo-ha sits on is cotton, and there's not going to be a buildup of sweat that is stuck on the fabric and creates an odor around your girl. Next thing, your feet. You need to ensure that you're cleaning in between your toes and exfoliating your feet properly to get rid of the dead skin cells and calluses. Feet do harbor a lot of bacteria, a lot of sweating that goes on in your feet, and when you're wearing socks as well, all that moisture is trapped in your socks. I like to finish my shower routine with some sort of oil or body conditioner. I have the Glow Getter multi-oil body wash from Naturium, and then I also have this almond shower oil from L'Occitane. I love it so much. I mean, this is not necessarily a step that you have to take, but I personally find that it creates the best base for my scents to stick better on my skin, because they're so moisturizing, they feel so luxurious. Once you're done showering, you don't feel as dry as you would if you just used soap, and it later on helps your creams and your oils and your fragrance to sit better on your skin. Whatever you do in the shower will act as a foundation for layering your fragrances. Okay, so now we're out of the shower, we're fresh, we're clean, we're feeling good. On to body care. So because it's the summer and I never want you to catch me smelling musty, before using my deodorant, I use witch hazel. There's so many benefits that witch hazel has, and one of them is that it's a natural deodorant. So I take a cotton pad and I use this on my underarms, my under boobs, the bikini line, and on the butt crack too. Yeah, and then my deodorant. And that keeps me fresh all day. Like I don't get musty at all. Let's get into the actual perfume. I have almost 10 fragrances, but these are the ones that I tend to pick out the most. The Lena exclusive being my absolute favorite. I don't consider myself a fragrance connoisseur, but I can definitely tell you the vibe that I get from wearing the scents. I'm gonna leave the notes for all the perfumes that I'm going to mention over here. The Lena exclusive to me feels like sophistication, elegance, expensive, exclusive. It smells like a really luxurious bouquet that is edible. Like, it just smells so beautiful. I'm just gonna spray it now. Like, oh, wow, I smell so good. The warm weather actually makes it smell even better personally for me. It's a best performer, so like you will literally be smelling it on your clothes and on you the entire day. Even sometimes after washing my clothes, I can still smell the perfume on my clothes. This is the Gentle Fluidity Gold. If I'm being honest, I mean, I have used a lot of it. I bought this because of the hype, because everyone was talking about it. So I was like, I literally walked into Selfridges and I said, give me Gentle Fluidity Gold. And that was it. However, now that I have smelled the silver, Gentle Fluidity Silver, once I run out of this, I'm definitely getting the silver. It's like a musky, ambery, vanilla-ish scent. But it's like, it's still sophisticated. It's not childlike. It's like a sophisticated vanilla. Everyone that has smelled this on me, they always say that they love the way I smell. But I personally prefer the Gentle Fluidity Silver. I smelled this on me for maybe 5 hours. But it still smells good. I think a lot of people would easily like this. And then this is Halfeti by Penhaligon's. Penhaligon's is actually one of my favorite brands, and it's a UK brand as well. Love it even more in the winter, but I still do wear it in the summer because no one is gonna tell me what to wear. I'll wear whatever I want to wear because I bought the perfume and it's mine. Halfeti also smells like sophistication, but it's like a different sophistication from Delina. Delina is like girly, sophisticated, and this one is bold, in your face, sophisticated. Like when I wear this, I feel like, yeah, I've entered the room and you guys are gonna see me. Whereas with Delina, I feel, yeah, I'm here and I know I'm pretty. The bottles from Penhaligon's are always so pretty. So this is Changing Constance from Penhaligon's. I love this scent as well, but I do feel definitely for sure this is more wintry. It has a more warmer, smoky, it has some sweetness to it. I still do wear this in the summer. I always like to pair it with Halfeti. It just smells so incredible to me together. I've worn this with Halfeti, and I've also worn it with Gentle Fluidity. You guys can see like I'm literally running out. The dent on here is crazy. However, the performance on this is not the best unless I'm going nose blind, but I really find that spray on a few more times throughout the day, but I do love the way it smells. So I'm gonna give you guys some other additional tips on smelling good. Please wear clean clothes. When you buy new clothes, ensure that you wash them before you wear them, because some of those clothes, people have been wearing them and there's bacteria in there and you don't know whose bacteria you're putting on your skin. Their sweat or their bacteria has been left on that shirt, and then you go and put it on and now you start smelling like that and you're wondering why you're smelling bad. And also dry them properly so they don't have that damp smell, because that also contributes to the way you're smelling. And then for your hands, use cleaning gloves when you're cleaning. You don't want bleach to get on your hand. It leaves a smell. I even take it a step further and I use gloves when I'm eating with my hands because I can't stand the smell of food in my hands or under my nails. I'm trying to do my skincare routine and I'm smelling the stew that I had with my ugali underneath my nails. I can't stand it. You don't have to do that, of course. I personally just do. If you're eating with your hands or you cook a lot and you want to get rid of the smell of garlic or onions on your hands or in your fingernails, I would definitely recommend using stainless steel soap. I'm gonna link it in my description box if you guys want to check that out. It gets rid of all types of odors. The smell of garlic and onions, you can wash your hands as many times as you want. That smell will still be there. Have gums and mints in your bag so that throughout the day you're able to still keep your breath fresh. If you know that you're gonna have your mouth closed for a period of time, drink water or eat something or chew some gum, because when your mouth is just closed, you're going to have bad breath. Wet wipes in your bag or in your car, so when you use the bathroom, you're able to use wet wipes and you can stay fresh all day. And that is the end of this video. I had so much fun filming this, and it's actually made me want to get back into doing more self-care content. So many of you guys have been DMing me asking me to do more self-care content, and so I'm definitely gonna get back into doing that. Let me know if you have any other tips. What extra steps do you take to ensure you stay smelling good every single day? Smelling good makes you look pretty. You know, there's people that you look at and you're just like, you just look like you smell good. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next one.